Hello and welcome, my friends. This is Karina from KarinaWisdom.com, back with day 40 of the journey. So, how am I feeling? Well, I'm actually feeling pretty awesome. I was exposed to a new possibility today. I pretty much just finished reading this book called Multicast Marketing by Mike Koenigs and Paul Culligan. I probably have like about 1.5 more chapters to read before I'm completely done with the book. And all I can say is, wow. This book pretty much blew my mind with the possibilities of how I can get content out there. And why did I pick up this book? Why am I reading it? Well, I am creating content daily, and I really wanted to learn how can I leverage this content that I'm creating on a daily basis. Because content is king. The more content you have out there, the more attention you draw to yourself. The more attention you draw to yourself, the more traffic you get to your site. So if I'm able to create one piece of content and repurpose it into 6 different formats, which will put 6 versions of my content out there, then I'll be appealing to different pockets of people, because you have some people who like reading blogs, you have some people who like watching a video, you have some people who like listening to a podcast, and there are many more different ways to multicast your content. So imagine this: if you create one piece of content daily, and that's 30 pieces of content in the month, if you find 6 ways to present that content, 6 different formats, when you do 3 times 6, that's 180 pieces of content that you have out there on the World Wide Web. And of course, the search engine loves content. And that will make you have a bigger footprint for your website. Now, after reading this book, my mind just started spinning with all the possibilities. I immediately grabbed my journal, because I have a special journal for this journey, and I was just so excited with all the ideas that were running around in my mind that my hands started shaking. I've never had that before. So I know that this information is really, really cool, and the possibilities that are available is amazing, because I have all of this content. It's just for me to get it out there. So yes, this info is game changing. Yes, you really had to look past the shameless plugs of the author just to get to the golden nuggets, but that's okay. I was okay with the shameless plugs based on the information that they provided in the book. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to be like, so Karina, what happened to the whole autoresponder messages that you're supposed to be writing? Yeah, I know. That's my thought too when I was on Google doing research to actually find one push software where there's something I install on my computer or something that's accessible online that I can use to syndicate my content all across the web. And I learned a lot about that. And then I realized that, wait a minute. Let's really take a look. Which area does the information from this book fall in? And then I realized that it falls in the traffic box. And I'm not supposed to be focused on traffic now. I need to be focused on my autoresponder, which is a part of my automated framework. So I had to stuff all those wonderful, nice, warm, fuzzy ideas back into my journal. At least I have those ideas written down, so when I get to the traffic box, I can actually come back, read this page, and just implement what it says. So I accept 100% responsibility, because I actually picked up the book and started reading it. I should actually pick up a book on email marketing or something like that, which is the box that I'm in right now. Oh, and yes, I have committed to reading 2.5 books weekly. Don't ask how I got to the point 5, but that's the commitment, okay? That's it. So it's 2.5 books weekly. And what I realized when I started reading the multicast book was, why didn't I start doing this before? Because the amount of information and knowledge and insights that I've gained over the last couple of weeks since I've been reading 2.5 books weekly is just amazing. And I'm thinking about how much further would I be now if I had adopted that principle. Because remember what I said about reading. The top CEOs, they read on average 60 books a year. On average, which means there are some people who read more than 60 books per year. If you read 2 books every week of the year for the rest of your life, it puts you in the top 1% of income earners just by reading the book. And why? It's the same thing that happened to me. I read the book and I just got these amazing ideas. I got exposed to new possibilities that I didn't even know existed until I read these books. So reading is important, guys, and I do encourage you to read as many entrepreneur books as possible, especially when you're starting out in your own online business. It's important that you gain the mindset of an entrepreneur and you learn as much as possible. Soak up this information, filter out what you don't want, select what you want, and act on it, because that's the next step. Act on the information that you have just learned. So what's the moral of the story or the message today? Yeah, it all boils down to focus. Number 1, and number 2, stick to the plan. Number 3, stick to the plan. Number 4, stick to the plan. Number 5, you guessed it, stick to the plan. My friends, remember to click like on the video below, and while you're down there, click subscribe to the channel so you can get the latest video as soon as it's published. In the description below, you'll find a link to my website, karinawisdom.com. Click it, jump over there, and you'll see a detailed listing of what I completed today to move me forward towards my goal for day 40. Can you believe it? We are 40% on the way. My friends, thank you again for tuning in to this video. This is Karina from karinawisdom.com signing off. Whoa.